This is The Scoop for Thursday.
I'm Lisa Marzilli with the WMNF News headlines. President Trump issued an executive order yesterday that offers broad immunity to pesticide companies and the phosphate mining industry. The order requires Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins to issue regulations to implement the increased supply of phosphorus and glyphosate, a known carcinogen. Lise Bennett, Florida and Caribbean director at the Center for Biological Diversity, said Trump's executive order gives an outrageous, open-ended hall pass to an industry that has plundered Florida's lands and waters and put people's health at risk for decades without meaningful recourse. A powerful cold front earlier this month could have caused over $1 billion in damage to Florida growers, according to Agriculture Commissioner Wilton Simpson. WMNF's Chris Young spoke with a local Hillsborough County farmer who says he felt the hit in the loss of thousands of dollars in lost crops.
Watching the things, when you shoot the bottle rockets, they don't fly away. They only fly up in a tree there. And they wait for the thing to calm down, then they're back down in the field.
Royce Grant is riding his golf cart around Lutz Blueberry Farm, his small family-owned pick-your-own blueberry farm in Lutz, Florida. It's been around for just over 30 years. Grant's favorite sight on his farm is when children from the school next door come to visit.
And sometimes you can't see them because they're small, but you can hear them running and playing and picking berries and laughing. And it's joyful. It's a joyful noise is what it is.
But at the beginning of February, the state saw historic freezing temperatures. Grant says normally when the temperatures get cold, they can turn the overhead sprinklers on to create a thin, insulating layer of ice over the plants. But the combination of cold and wind made things harder.
When the wind's blowing like that, there's not a whole lot you can do. The only option you have is to ice them with your overhead sprinklers. But if you're not able to do that, you just have to take the hit.
Royce says the hit for him was a few $1,000s worth of lost product, but it was much larger for bigger farms across the area. Ag Commissioner Wilton Simpson told Spectrum Bay News 9 the damage from the cold could range from $500 million to $1.5 billion. Last week, Governor DeSantis issued an executive order declaring a state of emergency due to the prolonged freezing temperatures from the January 31st to February 3rd cold snap. But now, on a pleasant sunny day a couple of weeks after the freeze, things are looking up for Lutz Blueberry Farm.
It's an often overlooked blessing that we have to be able to have the food that we have in this country. And a lot of people, a lot of times, it's taken for granted. And we always need to keep in mind those guys that are out there working hard to provide us with something to eat.
He says he's seeing more blooms, and he expects blueberries ready for picking soon. Chris Young, WMNF News, Hillsborough County.
The Tampa Bay region continues to see economic growth in employment and income, but as WMNF's Leah Burdick reports, a new study finds that housing costs remain a major concern.
Tampa Bay Partnership's 2026 State of the Region finds that average wages have increased and household median incomes have gone up, but not fast enough to keep up with the price of housing. Bamitra Simmons is the president and CEO of Tampa Bay Partnership.
That budget for our region is a little over $100,000. So even though we saw improvement, for Hillsborough is a little over $100,000. So even though we aren't encouraged by the increase in wages, increase in household income, we still have a ways to go to get there where all of our residents are able to live in a comfortable manner.
Manish Agrawal is a professor at the USF MoMA College of Business.
This is a red flag. Wage growth is not keeping pace with rent, threatening quality of life for our population. A driver behind that pressure is wealth migration. In 2022, nearly 44,000 high-income individuals moved to Tampa Bay. Our ranking improved significantly from 15 to 9. We are no longer just a retirement destination.
In his report, Agrawal says the region must attract more high-wage jobs, especially as earnings for college graduates remain the same. To learn more about both reports, visit WMNF.org. For WMNF News, I'm Leah Burdick in Tampa.
It's going to be mostly sunny today with a high of 80 degrees. Lows tonight will be in the mid-60s, and the same forecast is on tap for Friday. I'm Lisa Marzilli with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop,
Recorded at WMNF Tampa.